This mighty flagship currently serves as a prison for the fal'cie apprehended in Nautilus. The fal'cie will face official sentencing upon the convoy's arrival in the capital.
So what's with the freak show?
So the Primarch can stand in judgment of the villainous fal'cie, with their execution as the climax. The people will cheer their demise, and fal'cie dominion will be undisputed.
All part of the plan?
Yes, but it also presents an opportunity.
In a display of unwavering dedication to duty, the Primarch himself has boarded the Palamecia and focused his personal attention on resolving the Pulse crisis.
They're baiting us, trying to draw us out.
Bait, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Here are your friends. Come and get them.
Well, if they're daring us to mount a rescue, I'll take that action. All in.
Alrighty, bets are on the table. We leave when you're ready. I'll be standing by.
How stupid is this guy to know damn well that he's gonna stumble into a trap, but be just so willing to go and do it anyway? Just had to jump into Mysterium to go and level up our characters here. Surprising number of people are willing to stand up against the Sanctum here.
Come on, let's get this show on the road. I finally found Vanille again, and I'll be damned if I'm just gonna stand around while she's in trouble.
Oh, nope, back here.
Once we take off, there's no turning back.
Yeah, what the hell not.
This baby back here is a SciComm vessel. It'll deliver you to the Palamecia.
Oh, we're cargo now?
A parting gift to our rotting government. Take those SciComm guys apart.
And we're supposed to take on all of them? I think the whole division's on board.
I don't care how many lackeys they've got. Bring them on. Vanille's in there.
I'm sure she's fine. Vanille's tougher than I could ever be.
Hope, are you scared?
Yeah, I'm terrified. But I'll be okay. Because I have you, and this guy, and Fang. We're all in this mess. We gotta stick together.
Right. Enough with the bonding. It's go time.
What do you mean, this guy?
We didn't expect to see you here in person, Your Eminence.
This crisis threatens the entirety of Cocoon, my child. You agree that standing at the fore is a leader's charge?
Wholeheartedly.
It also affords a splendid view of the impending execution.
What's the holdup?
Stand by. Verifying identification code.
You let me land this bird or I'll crash her into your ass.
Code verified. You're free to dock.
About damn time.
All clear. Welcome aboard.
Code red. Attention all crew, this is not a drill. Code red.
All right. Let's tear him up.
We're here for Vanille and Saz. Stay focused.
What a cheap way of getting us here. I mean, they showed a... there's a cinematic of this airship arriving at this other airship, and that's supposed to be us getting there. Now, of course, once we arrive at the area, what happens? Our character's just walking up that plank there, turning around and waving a little bit. No stepping off of the airship, no jumping out and doing a backflip or any weird crap like that. Just goes to show that as high of a production value as this game had, it was probably a bit of a mistake to have it be this long sort of trek through fairly narrow areas. Because it meant that they had to have a lot of different environments, and they couldn't spend a whole lot of time in any particular area. Or at least as much as you think they should have. And, I don't know, it seems kind of cheap.
Looks like they want to play.
No kidding. So where to?
Right up there.
Are they going to charge us, or can I just sort of go around them? I suppose I could just go around them. Oh, nope, they see. Here we go. I think I had said it before, but I'll say it again. I'm not a fan of seeing that kind of thing happen. Because if Lightning's capable of doing all these weird flips and all that kind of stuff to jump all the way up here, and we don't actually see any of the other characters do that. Neither Hope or Fang or Snow or anybody is shown doing that, so how the hell did they get up there? And two, if she's capable of jumping all this kind of stuff, why the hell isn't she capable of just bypassing all the enemies we're about to encounter, hop over their heads and keep on running? Or why can't she jump over there? I mean, suspension of disbelief is kind of a weird thing when you're talking about a story like this, with magic and airships and a weird hollow spherical planet and all that kind of shit. It's kind of a weird thing trying to suspend disbelief during all that, but it's just straining its credibility to me a little bit too much. Okay.
Get the feeling I'm missing something.
See, what the hell did you even need that for? Left everyone behind. See, what the fuck was that? Seriously? I know they had said something along the lines of they wanted the battle scenes, the characters jumping around and all that kind of stuff, to resemble the fights in the movie Advent Children. And I can't say that they quite pulled that off. The fight scenes in Advent Children were ridiculous. And they really shouldn't have tried to.
Bad's waiting for us.
Yeah, there's something always bad waiting for you. But I don't know. I just don't. I think it would have been much better had they stayed a little bit more down to earth when it came to the acrobatics.
Won't be going back that way.
We'll find another route.
Way ahead of you. See that?
Let's go.
Don't go getting blown away now.
Now, I know they had showed something in the early parts of the game where lightning was, hold on. Did I get it? Did I get it? Yes, I did. They had shown something early on in the game where lightning had the ability to do all these crazy jumps, and it was the result of some technology she had. It was that whole thing where she'd snap her fingers and then she gets surrounded by like some kind of a light. And then she'd be able to do like her long jumps and all that kind of shit. Now, it makes sense that, like, okay, all the other characters aren't capable of making those jumps because they don't have that technology. In fact, there was a point where lightning snapped her fingers and she was about to make one of those big jumps, and Saz, because he didn't have it, couldn't make the jump, and he grabbed a hold of her so she wouldn't leave him behind. But we don't see Lightning doing that. Just an inconsistency. I think in one of the Codex entries they had made a point of saying that magic wasn't a thing that existed in this world normally, but there was technology which, in a sense, took the place of magic, which was what Lightning was using back before she became a fal'cie. God damn it, I hate these things. I don't want it to sound like I'm just ragging on this game, because I do enjoy this game, and I think all in all, it ends up being pretty good. But there are flaws with it. Aside from this kind of weird acrobatic bullshit that's going on. Hey, look at that. We got a fight up here. Aside from all the weird acrobatic bullshit going on, something I have to say that I don't really... We're about to get into a fight. Get up here so I can kill you. The biggest problem I have with the storyline to this game is it's in this kind of weird cyberpunk or technopunk or whatever kind of punk world that is really just out there in terms of its setting. I mean, look at this weird shit that's going on here. And look at all this, like these people running around with their magic brands that get put on them by robotic demigods and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of weird shit that goes on here. And honestly, it's kind of confusing. Your first time playing through, and I had made a decision back in after the release of Final Fantasy X that I was going to avoid spoilers in any regard. So I went into this game blind, pretty much. So not having any spoilers inform me anything about the world or the characters or anything like that, I didn't know what to expect. Hey, it looks like she's got a... it's a shadow. It's a shadow, but it looks like she has a 5 o'clock shadow. I didn't have any context to what was going to go on with this world. And, well, I was taken aback by all, like, the proper nouns and the weird shit that everybody was saying, and I didn't understand what was happening. The same thing happened with Final Fantasy XII. Now, you could, in a sense, in this game, pick up the story as it goes on, because that's really what you're supposed to do anyway. But you do spend a lot of time wondering what the fuck is exactly happening. This game does a little bit better of a job of it than 12 than 12 does, because it does give the flashbacks and all that kind of stuff. And there is the codex to try and fill in the blanks and all that kind of stuff, but I really should, in order to understand things, not have to jump into the data log and click shit like this. and then read all the stuff to recap the stuff I had seen, just to hear their sort of explanation as to what is going on. Like, let's say, where is it? Okay, it doesn't have the information that I'm talking about yet, but it's definitely an irritating thing. Now, as much as I hate info dumps, I think it's one of the worst aspects of the science fiction or fantasy genre. Sometimes it's a little bit necessary just to get across the kind of more bizarre aspects of the world. Oh my god, look at that texture. Now, granted, this game wasn't exactly early in the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 life cycles, but it was a game that started development early on. Now, overall, it still looks pretty good, but something I'm looking at here that's really bad. Look at her. I guess she's not wearing an undershirt or anything like that down there. Her midriff, I'm guessing that's supposed to be her navel. Is that like a navel ring or something she has? Just the texture looks terrible. Maybe I wasn't supposed to notice that because the game wasn't... I'm guessing the original game probably ran at 1280 by 720, and I'm playing it at a 4K resolution here. It just looks terrible. Skin tone is wrong. For some reason, the skin tone under her clothes is darker than her exposed skin. It just looks bad. It's weird, considering how much effort they clearly put a whole lot of effort into Lightning's character model, even though more so than any of the other characters. Like, look at Hope here. If I can get a view of him. He's got detail in all of him and all that, but not nearly to the degree. Like, look at Lightning compared to Hope. Where's Fang? Should be around here somewhere. Should be. I don't know where the hell she went. Why the hell not? Oh, I was hoping there'd be something over here. What the hell's that floating? Oh, more of these. Let's see if I can... you know what? They kind of... Oh, yeah, a little bit. You can't really... Well, through the clouds, you can sort of see the world on the other side. I think it's a cool thing to notice that they are relatively consistent with it, that you're inside of a hollow sphere, and the world that you, like the game world, is coating the inside of the sphere. So if you look down, you see land. You have to see it through the clouds, but it's down there. Then you look up. You have to look through the clouds, but there's land up there. Jeez, look at her hands. Sausage fingers. Blocky. That's... I don't know. In my own experience with creating human character models, the hands are always the most difficult thing because there's a lot of articulation that has to happen there. But, and... I don't know. Hands, you tend not to pay a lot of attention to. You can, but as long as you don't put the hands like right in front of the camera during a cutscene or something. Damn it, hold still. Especially that thumb. Look at that thumb. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's just a block. I do not like those enemies. They flip all around. There's too many of them at once. It's kind of irritating. But, moving on. Having a hard time controlling the camera. I know it's not an action game, so it's not that important, but it'd be nice to have a little bit firmer control of where the camera's pointing.
Got some flies in need of swatting.
I know I did say that I was getting tired of fighting those things, but you sort of, in a way, have to engage every enemy you see, because that's the only way you're going to level up. And there are, in a certain sense, a limited number of enemies that'll appear in any one area, even though you can sort of game the system a little bit and have more spawn in and fight them. I think I had talked about that earlier. Why is your collar pop like that on the one side? It's irritating. Alright, I guess I gotta fight these guys straight up. That fight was with every damn enemy that was in the area, not just the ones that were immediately in front of me.
Sass?
Enough is enough. Why can't I do it? I got no reason to keep living. I can't even kill you.
Sass.
Freeze! Take him!
You should be proud. Your son's a hero. The boy who saved Cocoon. We'll erect a memorial in Eden and put his crystal on display.
A memorial? He's a little boy!
As the son of a fal'cie, he would have lived in shame and misery. Isn't it better he be treated with reverence as a monument to sacrifice? The next time your eyes open will be the last.
I'm pathetic.
That's my line. I'm the one who lied to everyone.
Forget it. You can't change what's done.
But if I just told the truth...
Now. I've been thinking. You woke up from being a crystal once. Well, that means Dodge will wake up one day too, right? What was it like? I mean, how did it happen? You were done with your focus, right?
I was chosen. I was made into a fal'cie to fight against Cocoon. It happened back on Grand Pulse, hundreds of years ago. We finished our focus, and we fell into a long crystal sleep. Bang! We woke up on Cocoon to the start of a new focus. Fang, she'd forgotten everything. And for me, just the thought of hurting people again, it was too much. So I lied. I played dumb, said I'd lost my memory. I wanted to escape my fate as a fal'cie. And ever since then, I've been running away from it.
Let us through! Block our way, you die!
You trying to get him angry?
Yeah, I thought maybe they'd run. There's been enough blood spilled.
You thought they'd run? Let me refresh your memory. Those soldiers think they're protecting Cocoon from fal'cie. The fal'cie have them all brainwashed.
fal'cie? I have had it. We cannot let this go on.
Attention all crew, code green. Repeat, code green. Security forces stand by. Hostile forces on board, code green.
Oh, shit. Right there. Right there. Well, I guess I should end this episode.